Every week, y'all, from the West Coast to the East Coast and everything in between, folks. And now y'all ain't hearing a word I'm saying. Or are you? Yes, you are. From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything in between, folks. Yeah, I'm always doing some new shit. I thought I had this shit figured out. Let me go back to my other. Thought I had it all worked out. Hey, folks, this is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop. Waiting on my boy Dusty Vision to come tap in right quick. He was just here a minute ago. Let me see where he might be. So anyway, folks, we are here, and do we have a lot to talk about today, folks? Man, the Kells convicted, all charges, looking at 140 years according to the specs. Man, this is a cold time in music, boy. The Kells, the king of R&B, looked like he could be done, folks. Don't know what's happening, but I don't know what he's gonna do. But the saga continues. We got folks in the chat room already. The chat room is lit up. I'm waiting on Dusty. He just texted me, say he's ready to come on. Did you ever work with Radio and Joe Cooley? I got an answer for that. Sorry about all the questions, but I got a million of them. Ain't nothing wrong with that 808. Is there any way I can get a copy of Juice and Surgery on music, Apple Music? Very possible. One love to y'all. Thanks for kicking it at that knowledge and Triple OG. We appreciate it. Much love, Terrence. There he is. Dusty Vision just checked in. What's up, Dusty One?
Well, Lonzo, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing too much. I'm over here, man, in the lab. Man, if you saw all that shit I got hooked up, I got my switcher hooked up. I got my podcast mixer hooked up. I got a full preview screen and another sub screen. I got shit hooked up. Ain't none of this shit working right.
Are we live on YouTube?
Yes, sir. We should be live everywhere.
Okay, let me see.
We should be.
Yep, we're good. Cool.
Yeah, we should be good.
All right, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Good to be seen, man. Shit.
Yeah, man. Well, shit, let's a lot of stuff to talk about this week, man, as is always. And shout out to everybody in the chat room. Thank you guys for joining us. And please comment in the comment section if you have any questions you want to ask the Godfather. Now, let's see. What should we start with? Let's start with the big one, Lonzo. The big one. Somebody who I was a big fan of at one time. I wouldn't say fan, I'd say supporter. But R. Kelly officially found guilty. Talk to me about your thoughts on that, on that whole trial and everything.
You know, man, when I look at this right here, obviously, my man has some major issues when it comes to sex. Major issues. Yeah. But we saw these back in the 90s when he married Aaliyah. Okay?
Hey, no one said anything back then. I'm like, why wasn't anybody saying shit back then?
He married Aaliyah. Allegedly, he had to go across to another state completely to get the marriage legal, because wherever they went, it was legal to marry a 15-year-old, 14-year-old in that state. And a bunch of documents was forged, so people should have went to jail for that shit, but nobody did. Then he pissed on another 14-year-old girl. We all saw the video. That was his ass and his balls and his piss. And he fought the case, allegedly gave the girl a shitload of money. She didn't show up in court, so he beat the case. Sometimes God gives you warnings. A lot of times God gives you warnings, especially when you're doing wrong. He'll tap on your shoulder. You know you're fucking up, right? And it's your responsibility to turn around and say, you know what? I got you, God. No problem. Okay? But he didn't do that. In fact, he dug in deeper. He dug in deeper.
That's right.
And they went in for what they call the double down, okay? And did even more and more stuff to more and more people, more and more young ladies. And I'm sorry, because I like the brother, man. I like his music. I've seen him in concerts. I've seen him in concerts multiple times. I remember seeing him the first time I saw him in concert in L.A. when he was going through the Piston trial. He when he came on stage, all he had on stage was a piano, no band. All the songs were done to a track.
Mm.
Okay, the tickets were maybe like $30 or some old cheap ass price. It was
Really?
like he was hustling, like he was just hustling. He rented
Yeah.
the farm. I ain't paying nobody but the man to play, the DJ to play my tracks. I'm gonna play some. I'm gonna do some live stuff on piano, and I'm gonna get this money, and I'm gonna do this around the country,
Mm.
and give this girl this money. Then I saw him at the Staples Center one time, and Homeboy came with it. Okay, I mean he showed
Mm.
his versatility. I mean the boy, when it comes to R&B, he flows R&B off the top of his dome like a rapper. I mean he can sing
Mhm.
at anything top of his dome, and it should be sounding funky as hell.
Yeah, man.
And I've been listening to the radio all day long, off and on different channels. And the big question was, are you gonna still play his music?
Mm.
Okay, I can't listen to his music because all I can do is think about the girls he molested. That's some bullshit right there. I don't give a damn much. That's some bullshit. That's some straight bullshit. Okay, if you weren't thinking about them girls before then, why you gonna think about them now? And it's really amazing, man, how we can pile on to a person. He already got problems up the ass. Okay, he got problems. All right. No, I wouldn't hire this brother to be a babysitter. But as a DJ, if somebody requested a song, I still play it. I play it. I play "Step in the Name of Love" because
That's my shit.
it has nothing but a good overtone to it. Okay, it has nothing but a good overtone. It's a solid song. It's a badass song. People love it, and it's your choice whether you want to dance to it or not. That's on you. Ain't gonna do it with me. But I ain't playing.
Yep.
I ain't gonna play "Age Number the Number." Okay, I ain't gonna do
Oh
that.
yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. All right. So that's just being appropriate and being a responsible adult. But there's some songs he got, Bump and Grind. I'm still playing Bump and Grind.
Mm.
Uh,
12 play was my shit back in the day, man.
so, and like my man Juke say, Junk? He says he got greedy. Dude, it's the same thing happens with dope dealers. It's the same happen with cats. You know you doing wrong. But you just
Yep.
keep on going back until you get caught. Okay? And a buddy of mine was telling me this guy today that was he's gonna send me this link. We're gonna talk about this in probably another show. But this dude, he was making fire sticks, okay?
Mhm.
And he's supposed to make $10 million making fire sticks. $50 million, $100 million making fire sticks. You know you stealing. How much you gonna steal before you get caught? At some point in time, they got to come find you because you interfering with the flow of business. When you got
Yep.
people canceling boxes in a certain area, they want to know why. Okay, and you're not up. Ain't nobody upgrading or in a bunch of extra shit going on. They will find out what happened in this particular area. And why is it that we are losing so much money in this area? And somebody gonna tell on your ass. It's guaranteed. Somebody gonna tell on your ass. And every one of them allegedly he was taking fire sticks, added Hulu and all this other stuff and movie content, blah blah
Mhm.
blah.
Yep.
And every one of those things are federally protected by copyright laws.
Yeah, and every time I get asked, people try to sell me those things all the time. I'm like, hell no, I ain't putting that shit. Nah, I'm good. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, but nah.
And I have dealt with them, but I don't do it no more because it's not worth the hassle. Okay.
Mhm.
And for a guy that allegedly made $100 million doing it, dude, after the first 5 or 10, thank God, go about your business, do something else. It's the same thing with cats selling dope. Most guys that get into the dope game, they want to be the next Free Ray Rick, the next song. You see what happened to him? Okay,
Yep.
he came home out of sheer, I'm gonna say luck, but he did a lot of time in jail to come home at his age. Okay, you really want to do that? You really want to put that kind of temporary success on your life as opposed to getting you some money, doing what you got to do, and going sitting your ass down someplace. Okay, and that's what most people do, especially when they doing things illegal. People with any kind of common sense, I'm gonna do this as an end to a means. Once I get this million, $500,000, whatever the goal is, I'm out and I ain't looking back. I'm gonna thank God for the adventure. I know a few white boys. That's what they did. One of my white boy buddies, I think I told the story before. He drove his dad had a plane, drove down to Colombia, brought back a shitload of dope, and he did it one time and The feds ain't looking for you after one time. They're not looking for you. You're not even on the radar. When you keep on taking your ass back, getting greedy, that's when now they got a track record on your ass. So it is what it is, man. You got to be smarter than that, dude. And even when it comes to your penile situation, you got to be smarter than that.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, the government wants their tax money, and that's probably what it boiled down to with your boy, the dude who had that $100 million business going.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're making $100 million, and we ain't got our cut? Oh, hell no. Nah.
Right. So you definitely on the radar of the wrong people, man.
Yeah, IRS. And you know what's something that we often overlook, and he's always seen as one of the greatest singers in history, even though he stole a lot of his music from black juke joints, but that's a whole different story. But Elvis apparently married a 15-year-old, right? Well, homegirl was 15, right? But nobody brings that shit up. Priscilla. We're still bumping Jailhouse Rock and all that shit, right?
He married Priscilla when she was he started dating when she was 14, married when she was 15. Jerry Lee Lewis married one of his cousins. What's the other dude? And we start talking about canceling people. Harvey Weinstein. You got a bunch of movies. You got movies and TV shows. You got to check out your to watch list.
Mm-hmm. Woody Allen.
Woody Allen's another one. Okay. So when you start canceling people, and yeah, it was girls, it was young girls. Okay, fine. Wrong is wrong. Okay, wrong is wrong. Harvey Weinstein, one of the most powerful men in Hollywood right now, got all kind of sexual. Been convicted already. Are you going to not watch the movies or television shows that he has something to do with? I don't. Yeah. You won't watch nothing.
Exactly. People picking and choosing. That's why I laugh at boycotts and stuff. I'm like, you don't even know what you support that probably supports, things like white supremacy and stuff like that. So just knock it off with the boycotts.
The coldest thing I heard so far was D.L. Hughley says, somebody asked D.L. Hughley, they still listen to R. Kelly music. He said, yeah, I still listen to the Star Spangled Banner after all they did. Ooh, okay.
That's a good one.
So, come on, man. Understand the playing field. Ain't nobody not have blood on their hands. Okay? Whether it be, I'll believe that long.
They gonna come for you.
I'll leave that one alone. Okay.
They gonna come for you, man.
I'm about to say something crazy, but no, I like my YouTube channel. What up, folks? What we got, man?
Well, let's keep going, man. Another big story this week, and I would love your take on this. And here's my point of view on it. But you heard about, obviously, the lady who went missing. Her boyfriend is now the key suspect, the white lady who went missing in the mountains. You're familiar with the story, right?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Okay, of course you are. The irony is, and I just sat back and I was thinking about this, I was like, there's so many black and Hispanic girls out there that are unsolved and missing, and the world stops when it happens to a white lady. Stops. Yeah. Let's go get her. Let's go find her. Let's start groups. Let's do this. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, black women or Hispanic women are the most unsolved. Yeah, unsolved, like of most unsolved cases of missing persons. Why do you think they are not paying attention to that?
Man, they don't respect us. They don't respect us like that. They don't respect our women like that. They feel our women is good for a few things, and looking for them ain't one of them. It was a joke a comedian made one time. They were taking hostages, and they said, "Oh, let the black ones go. They won't give them no money. Let the black ones go. They're not coming for them. Okay, keep the white ones. Let the black ones go. Okay." So this is the kind of stuff that we've been dealing with forever, man. It's a cold game, doc. And the bad part about it is we keep seeing it over and over again, and expecting something different.
Yeah.
Okay? We keep seeing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different. Why was anybody surprised?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Yeah. White girl, white guy in the middle of nowhere on the way cross-country trip. White girl come up dead. White boy missing. He evaporated. This motherfucker evaporated, okay? Wherever he is, he don't want to be found. They got the FBI, dogs, everybody looking for this fool, and nobody don't know nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Mama don't know nothing. People don't know nothing. But he's the number one suspect when it comes to her disappearance. Okay. Come on, man. And they know more than what they saying. I'm willing to bet you that.
Damn. I brought this up on my channel as well, and someone commented, if we treated our women better, they would, or something along those lines. Basically talking about, the reason why they're not looking for us, and you mentioned respect, the reason why they don't do things like respect our women is because if you turn on the music, all you're hearing is bitch, hold that, shake that ass, rub your pussy on my face, all that stuff.
I said I was cussing at the radio this morning. I was going to the gym. I was cussing the radio out because I was saying the same basic thing, listening to some female. I just can't listen to R. Kelly anymore. I just can't take it. Everything he's done is so despicable. Meanwhile, you'll twerk your ass to, like you just said, shake your pussy, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to every rapper in town call you a bitch in a hole. You still party to their music, and I don't understand. I never understood that. That's one of them things with women. For for all the respect that they want us to have for them,
Mm.
it's almost disrespectful to yourself to dance to that kind of music.
Mm.
Okay, that's me and my partner had this conversation before. A good
Yeah.
buddy of mine, he's a alpha, and he says he went to an alpha event, and I think the AKAs was there or something like that. And you got these lawyers and doctors and these high level ladies that that are up there in the corporate world. And the DJ played Red Bottoms or something like that. I think it's My Blood by Cardi B.
Oh
And he
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "How dare you dance to that? How do you women? How do y'all support that?" Okay, and I've heard it, I've seen it on numerous occasions, and I guess in an effort to try to be relevant or seem to be cool, nobody wants to stand up for what's right, and they'll just accept what's wrong in an effort just to be considered cool. And
Mm.
that's going to affect us for a long time, because when mama say it's cool, the daughter say it's cool. Okay,
Mm.
if daddy say it's cool, the son say it's cool. Monkey see, monkey do, because the monkey want to
Yeah.
be like you.
Mm. Damn. Yeah, man. And that's actually interesting to me. Hold on, let me. Someone said Megan the Stallion and others. I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that? Because a lot of women would say that's empowering.
You know
That
what?
they're not
That's
being
that
hoes.
bullshit. That's that bullshit.
Talk to me, dog. Talk to me.
That's that bullshit. Okay, because you know, again, I listen to a lot of talk radio. One of my favorite stations is I listen to
KFI.
XM radio. No, I
Oh,
listen to
XM.
XM radio. Okay,
Okay.
I got Sirius in my car at the pad, and I listen to these all these black shows, and they try to justify this, and it seems like to me it's almost like Republican talking points, because if you listen to Fox News, they all say the same shit. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they got a set of talking points, and if you turn channel to channel with all the right wing radio stations, they say the same shit, and the same thing comes out of these so-called, out of these educated black sisters' mouths, that by Cardi B and Megan doing what they do, um, it's empowering to the pussy. I'm like, the pussy got no power as it is. Pussy got plenty of power.
Oh man, pussy started wars, ended
Pussy don't
wars.
need no more power, okay? But now you can talk about it because we talked about our Johnsons, and it's like, come on, man. We've been dogs forever. Y'all know, that is what we do. That's kind of, I know it sounds crazy, but that's kind of, y'all expect us. You expect us to do nasty shit. You expect us to have dirty hands. We don't expect y'all to have dirty hands. Okay. If a woman see a man with dirty hands, oh, he got dirty hands. He must work with his hands. Okay. But if a woman with dirty hands, that's a nasty broad. Okay. So it's. I mean, that's a simple example, but it's the same thing. Okay. If certain things we have a double standard, we were trained to have a double standard when it comes to women. We expect women. We put women on a higher
Facts.
pedestal.
Facts.
I tell women all the time, as an old school player, I put women on the pedestal.
Right.
If you jump your ass down, you can't get back up.
That's on you. Yep. Because I'm gonna
If you
start with
jump your
you
ass,
up here.
I'm
Yep.
gonna start. I will never disrespect you. But once you
Correct.
put yourself in a disrespectful situation, or you find you do something that makes me not trust you or not want to deal with you, you just jumped your ass off, and I'm not messing with you no more. Because
Mm.
I used to have a thing. I used to have a thing when I was a youngster. I hate being called an asshole. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I would tell a girl, hey, baby, whatever you do, don't call me an asshole. And as soon as she get mad, asshole. As soon as they get
She
mad,
held
okay,
that
well,
one.
you just jumped off the goddamn pedestal, and you can't, as far as you're concerned, that son of a bitch is dipped in oil and cooking oil and WD-40 because you can't climb your ass back up no more. Okay?
Mental note: never call Lonzo an asshole. Let me write that down.
Actually now I kind of heard this shit. Something you must have seen you out of Compton.
You know what though, Lonzo? Let's keep it real. And to make it to a certain point, and you made it to a certain point in your career at one time, do you have to be an asshole? You know what I mean? Like there has to be some asshole in you to get to the top, right? Or am I tripping?
You know what, dude? You have to be an asshole to be a good dad, a good parent. Okay.
That's
I mean, if you're a boss, if you run anything, a business, a household, whatever it may be, at some point in time, you got to do what's best for the household, the business, or yourself. And a lot of times, somebody else is looking at you going, asshole, okay, because they want you to do something else. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
People always have expectations or whatever you want to call it in regards to your situation. And as a boss of a bunch of youngsters, they don't know what it is to be responsible. They didn't know what it was to be responsible to nobody. They didn't know what it was to have to pay X amount of dollars per rent per week or having to pay the light bill. They didn't have no light bill. So when I made a decision, it was based on the longevity of the business. It worked out for everybody. But at that time, I was an asshole, okay? Just recently, my son and my daughter, who are both over 18, wanted to go to a party. I told them no.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I might have been an asshole under their breath. I damn sure wasn't one to my face. But, Dad, you know what happened at the party? Yeah, I heard. Dang, how did you know? Hey, man, that's that daddy.
Some shit went down.
Some shit went down.
There you go.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, the time they couldn't go, I may have been under the breath asshole. I know my mama was all kind of stuff under my breath. Okay? But I dare not say that. And then later on in life, damn, how did she know that? Okay? And that's just that's why you want to have responsible people in your life. That's why you want to have. Sometimes they're going to make a decision that you ain't going to agree with. Okay? Simple as that. And that decision is made at some point in time. If it was done for your betterment, you'll probably see that it was the best thing at that time for you.
Yeah. Can I guess that it was a party in a neighborhood that you knew wasn't a good area?
Well, normally it would be a good area, but at this time, it was a lot of shit going on in this area. And I'm like, nah, you can't. You know what? Normally I wouldn't even trip over there. But at that time, it was people was falling left and right. I knew it was bodies falling. And I said, well, oh, hell no. No. And it wasn't Compton. It was not Compton. So and I made the decision based on the climate, the wind blowing. Okay, no, that ain't cool. That ain't gonna work. And I just made a daddy call, and it worked out for everybody.
There it is. That's what's up. Well, I have a question for you. I came across an interview recently that I never saw. And in a recent interview on someone else's channel, you said, and I quote, Master P did what Ruthless Records didn't do, end quote. What did you mean by that?
Master P Master P went in and took control of everything. He didn't just pay. He didn't just get a record deal. He went in and got distribution. Okay? He still owns all his masters. Ruthless may own some of that shit, but I don't know if they do. I'm not sure. Jerry may have, but I don't think they had a straight distribution deal like Master P did. Master P had a straight distribution deal. Okay? He went in, when he went into Priority, he already had money, marketing, the whole 9 yards. He was already a success down south. He just wanted to reach into some different territories. So he didn't take the typical record deal. Okay? And he stayed in control of his own thing the whole time. There was no Jerry Heller involved in the Master P story. Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. P was probably a control freak more, and Eric was like, no, I want you handle this, just bring me the money type guy. Maybe, right?
I won't say that. It's just that I don't know how to get this money right now, so I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna let you help me get this money, but once I understand what the hell I'm doing, oh, and it ain't right, you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to take them lessons from the teacher, and the teacher might not teach you everything you need to know. Like I tell cats all the time, I taught you everything you know, not everything I know.
That's right.
Okay? So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just the game. And like I said before, once you learn the game, you may get enough from the game for one person, especially if somebody's doing wrong. Okay, if somebody's not playing 100% fair, they won't tell you the whole game. I tell you the whole game because I'm gonna play fair with you. That's just my get out. But if somebody ain't playing fair with you, they ain't gonna tell you all the ways to win. Now, an outsider may tell you, right over here, you're losing over there, you're losing over there, and now it's up to you, based on what you see and the knowledge that you've acquired, for you to make your decision and make your move accordingly.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. CC Funk says ownership scared me off. F that, they not owning my shit straight up. I wish more black folks had that mentality.
Yep. Yep.
Man.
So it's just, you if you're not excited about being successful or being popular or being famous, and that's what it gets you. I used to use this old scenario when I would go speak at colleges. I'd get a piece of paper, put an envelope in it, and in that envelope, I'd have a person's name with a number, $1,000,000. Okay, and usually in the contract, the first 3 to 4 paragraphs have a big number in there, big number. Okay, and the other 40 pages is fucking you out of the number on the big page.
That's crazy, man.
The other 40 pages, the other 39 pages is taking that number away from you, but all you see is that big number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All you see is that big number, that 100,000, half a million, whatever the case may be. But meanwhile, the other 39 pages are slowly eroding that money down to a little bit of nothing. So I remember when I heard about Janet Jackson getting a $15 million record deal, that was a big deal at that time. But that record deal was based on her going platinum on every record, blah, blah, blah. This is what you're going to get, okay? It's $15 million, okay? If you go, and it's always stipulations, and all those stipulations are covered in those other 39 pages, all right? So once you understand that, and if you don't understand that, you'll get excited by the big number. I got a $15 million record deal. Yeah, but unless you sell so many records, you're only going to get 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
And that's including production and marketing money. So, once you understand the game, you don't get excited as much as you used to. But most cats come out the streets, they broke. $100,000 a lot of money, man. It was hard to tell my fellas we got $100,000 and I couldn't go get it. Although my manager at the time was like, man, please don't take that money. Please don't take that money. And if it was my call by myself, I probably would have took it. But I had 3 other cats that was living with their mama. So I got a different kind of pressure. Okay? So it is what it is, Doc.
Yeah. I have a question for you. I was watching a recent interview with Ice Cube, and he said, and I quote again, leaving Ruthless was the biggest risk I ever took in my life. First off, what do you think of that statement that he made, and what was the biggest risk that you ever made in the music biz?
Man, when I heard that statement, and because he got clowned. Oh man, how you gonna do? And see, understand this. People are quick to clown you. They're quick to call you stupid because you already at a place of success, but you ain't happy, and you know the game ain't right. You can't win over here. Okay, so either you sit over here and bend over and keep taking it up the yang yang, or you stand up like a man and walk off. Now you might lose, but you might win even bigger though. And that's why I always say, of all of the cats, Cube may not be a gang banger, but he's the coldest gangster in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things I had to take, I did. In my game, man, because I had so many different things to different points in my life had to make a decision when the crew left. Okay, do I buckle under? Do I become a gangster? I let them do what they do. Okay, I got called stupid, man. How you gonna let them cats? And people even recently, I did an interview with interviewed Reggie Wright. He asked me, how did you let them guys get away? The same reason why you didn't go to death row. Hey man, I didn't. All money ain't good money for me. Okay. Leaving the Eve After Dark, going to do those was a big ass, man, that was a big balls call. Okay. I thought I had it all together. I put all the safety valves in place and it worked out for me, but that was a ballsy call, dude, because a major player had got killed at do those, a few years earlier. And it was Bartender, brother named Bartender from Pyru. He got killed at Dudos.
I've heard that name. I've heard that name plenty of times on my show.
Bartender got killed at Dudos, and when somebody gets killed in the hood at a spot, that spot is marked for life.
Yeah, he was from Compton. Yeah,
he was from Compton. He was from Pyru, right around the corner. And when he got killed at Dudos, man, that's all I heard. Man, you know, Bartender got killed. I didn't know Bartender. I don't know who killed him, and no disrespect to the brother at all. But I'm trying to get some dances around the corner in the hood. Okay. And I had to go get Reggie and my cousin Philip and some other cats to make sure that we had security, that nobody else got killed over there. But that was a major move, man. Yeah. You know, and being a pioneer, you have to make ballsy calls just to survive. If I get scared or nervous, shit, I ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna make it. You know, and trust me, I do get nervous and I do get scared, but I can't let that overcome my need for my requirement for moving forward. Okay, you know, it's like you got to jump off. Either you gonna jump off this cliff or the fire gonna burn your ass. Okay, I got a parachute. It ain't that far down. I'm gonna jump. Okay, you don't want to jump, but you got to jump. Or this, for damn sure, this fire gonna burn your ass. Okay, think about it.
Any relationship with Rodney O and Joe Cooley? This was a question from last week.
Rodney O and Joe Cooley's first album, Me and Joe, was distributed by a company that I created, West Coast Record Distributors. That was me, Egypt, Rudy from the Dream Team, and Unknown DJ. We formed our own record distribution company. We're on Egyptian Empire. Yes, I do have a limited relationship with Rodney O and Joe Cooley, being that my company distributed his first album.
Interesting.
We never really kicked it. Hey, we cool, but you know, and I think that's my thing is so many of the guys that came up. I'm so much older than they. At least I was older than they back then. I was always doing other stuff. Okay, so I never got a really chance to cultivate a relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? So. We cool, but we just never really hung out. Although he was a part of the company, an artist on the Egyptian Empire, distributed by West Coast Record Distributors. We never really hung out that much.
Let me ask you. They had a big hit, "Everlasting Bass," dope song, classic song to this day. But let's take ourselves back to that time. Let's say a local group like that has a hit. Boom. You know, one day they're living in the garage. The next day they have a big hit on the radio. Probably still living in the garage. But what's the next step for an artist like that, like a Rodney O and Joe Cooley, and Everlasting Bass hits? Do they hit the road, the chitlin circuit? I mean, what's the next step back then?
First thing you do is find out what radio stations or what territories your record is hitting at. Okay. Then you find you an agent that can put you in the venues down there. You got to go to the money wherever the money is at. Okay. If you mess around there and get a hit record in Texas, Louisiana, you better start hop on a bus, Greyhound. I know cats that took Greyhounds to gigs to get the money. Okay, left home broke, came back with a knot because they Greyhounded around. Once they got to Texas, they rented a van. They did, because Texas. You could gig Texas for damn near 6 months and never hit the same place twice. That's a big son of a gun, okay? So once you get into the groove, and if you can follow your radio trend, if you have any kind of radio play, follow your radio trend. Wherever you hit that on the radio, that's the radio. You call that radio station. Hey man, I'm doing so and so. I'm Lonzo for so and so. And 9 times out of 10, the radio station will book you. Okay.
Aha.
Aha. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that was always our format. Wherever we hear that, we just follow the music.
And remind everybody out there some of the places where you hit. I know you mentioned Louisiana loved your record for some reason. Where are some other areas that, Turn Off the Lights was just huge?
Man, you know what? Turn Off the Lights is one of them records, dude, that it hit hard, but it didn't hit everywhere. And like a forest fire, it'll pop up over here, pop
Yeah.
up over there. And that shit went on, man, for like 4 or 5 years, man.
Crazy.
Wherever it was, and what I found out, one thing about radio DJs, as they get more and more popular, they go to different bigger stations. And you may have a guy that was playing you in what they call a P2 station down in Louisiana, Mississippi. Then he get bumped into a P1, and he'll grab some songs from his old playlist. Oh, y'all never heard this before? Bam! All of a sudden, I'm hot over here. Okay.
Bam.
Same thing happened to the guy that night. The guy he was on a P1, small college station. He got picked up on a P1. Now I'm hot over here. So that just kept on. We kept on getting resurgence, man. Up until that's why at Eve After Dark, I left to when me and Gang's mom was doing the Mel Exotic for a minute at Eve After Dark. That's what happened. Did
you say Game's mom?
Yeah, Gang's mom.
Game's mom?
Yeah.
She was part of the club with you?
Yeah.
Oh, another thing. Once again, never knew that.
Gay's mom name was Lynette. Lynette's from Compton, and I've always had access to Eve After Dark. Me and the old man, rest his soul, always had a great relationship. And she wanted to bring Mel Exotic there. Well, she knew I could get the club, so I got the club, and we was partners for about a month doing Mel Exotic at Eve After Dark. Then the phone rang. Hey man, we got some dates for you out here in Louisiana. So I make much more money on the road with as being record crew than I do Mel Exotic. So I left and I came back. She had turned that shit into a whole empire.
Damn. Okay, hold on, because you might have pieced something together. Let's take this back real quick. I don't know if you know, but there was a rumor back in the day that Game was a stripper.
Ain't no rumor.
Do you know? Game was. Wait, was Game there stripping?
There ain't no rumor. There ain't no rumor.
There it is, folks.
Yeah. He'll tell you. I mean, he'll tell you because his mom ran the club. He go out there. I tell you what. When you, I never did it myself because I was always on the other end of the spectrum. But when you see the kind of money these cats be making, you might want to pull your pants off too and shake your nuts.
Oh, there's some horny women, huh?
Oh man, dude, I got pictures from the club, man, where a guy was standing in money up to his ankles. No bullshit, one up to his ankles for a birthday party. I was just laughing the other day. One of the dudes, cat named Little Vicious. They're doing a documentary on Mel Exotic, of course. I'm in that too. We're talking about some of the gifts that these guys have received. I saw a guy get a BMW.
Damn.
BMW. It wasn't brand new, but it was nice. Okay? On his birthday, one of his girls, bought him a BMW and parked it in front of the club and told him he's dancing in his drawers and shit. And baby, come look out the window. That nigga, all you saw that nigga's ass hanging out the window. Oh, BMW with a big ass red bow on it. Okay? I just seen brothers get flat screens, all kind of Jordans, shitloads of money on a brother's birthday. I may have to buy some extra trash bags, man. They walk
just
out
so
there
looking. Carry the shit out. Damn.
They carry the money out, okay? And they had to be walked out by security, and they had to get to Avalon, and the niggas just burn out down Avalon because they got so much money sometimes, man.
Damn.
The record for my club was $42,000 in one night. One night. That's the record, $42,000.
God damn.
And a lot of cats came close, but I didn't break the record.
Damn. That's crazy shit, man.
Okay.
We have 55 people in the building. Thank you guys so much.
I see 58
Lonzo,
on my end.
Oh, okay. You might be, yeah. I might be slightly behind. OG Shag says, oh, you know what? Let's go to OG Shags, and I want to jump back into another question I saw. Lonzo, do you remember MC Trouble and Queens of Compton?
Trouble was a girl that died from asthma, if I'm mistaken, right? She died from asthma
She.
or something.
Oh, I don't think I've. That
I think
doesn't ring
that.
a bell for some reason. MC Trouble.
I think MC. She died. I think she died. She was on Motown.
Well, I'll look it
I,
up while you're talking.
I think she died, and I do remember the Queens of Compton. Um, in fact, one of the
Yeah,
girls, what was it? She's the Queen of Compton. They was here. What a wait a minute, hold on.
I'll look
Queen
it
of
up as you
Compton.
talk.
It was a young lady here. I did a podcast in my studio, and it was a young lady who said she was the Queen of Compton. I don't know if there's the Queens or the Queen, but I
Okay,
know
I see Queens of Compton. I see a bunch of songs. West Coast Thing, Move Your Body, Hey Love. Damn, I'm gonna have to look this up. Welcome to
yeah,
Compton, all from
yeah,
1989, 1990. Never
right,
heard of them. This is another thing I've never
right,
heard of. Damn. It says
yeah,
Lucretia, aka Cree. That was one of the members' names. I don't know if that
right.
rings a bell to you. Damn.
No, I'm trying to figure out if the girl who was here Monday was a part of that group or not.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. On your show.
no, it was another show that was here. I shoot another show in the studio on
Oh,
every
okay.
other Monday, and she was a guest, and I knew her, but I couldn't figure out. Well, maybe that's what it was, because I
Hmm.
was kind of busy working on something else. Oh yeah, she
Huh.
died of a heart attack.
Damn.
Yeah,
At a
young girl.
young
She
age.
young,
Very
young,
young age.
young. Kitty Pie
20,
died from
yeah.
heart. That was like
Yeah,
one of
she's
the first
beautiful.
female,
21 years old, man.
one of the first females on the West Coast, man. That was one of the first deaths on the West Coast that everybody was
Oh,
blown away at. Yes, sir.
how did I ever never hear? And apparently, oh, that's how, okay. It's all coming together because It's So Hard to Say Goodbye was dedicated by Boyz II Men, was dedicated to MC Trouble. And I remember
Okay,
seeing her
because
name in the video, MC Trouble.
she was on Motown.
Uh-huh. Damn. Yeah. Oh, man, that's crazy. Telling you, man, I learned so much shit on this show, Lonzo. Um, CC Funk said, I remember hearing Surgery before Turn Off the Lights in Detroit. Was Detroit another big area for you guys?
Yeah, I don't recall playing Detroit though, man.
Okay.
Because we at one point in time I think we played Chicago, St. Louis. St. Louis is crazy. St. Louis. We might have touched in Detroit for a hot minute. In Milwaukee, I remember we touched down in Milwaukee.
Oh, shit.
We touched down in Milwaukee where the L.A. closed. Shit, them leather jackets and leather pants turned
Oh,
into
cold as
goddamn.
fuck?
Man, look, we get off at the airport, and they have them storm windows. Okay, so you open up, you walk out the airport, and you in another little section, like at the bank when they before they let you in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
So then the next door opens up. It's outside. Man, the temperature dropped so goddamn fast that we ran back to the little apartment. Like, bitches, we got all these little leather jackets and shit, man.
Oh, man.
That shit cut through that shit like a hot knife through butter, man. Hell no. Hell no.
Damn, man. That's funny, dude. A Rush says MC Trouble had a track with the group The Boys. Talk to me about The Boys. They're from Carson. Did you ever run into them? Have any
Man,
relationship with them?
I hate them little motherfuckers.
Wait, talk to me, dog. I don't think we ever talked about The Boys.
Man, I love them musically, but we was on tour together. It was us, Wrecking Crew, The Boys, the Jets, okay? The Samoan group, I don't know where they were from. I think they might have been from Carson. Huh? The Jets, okay?
Oh, okay.
That was one of Prince's groups, right? And it was Wrecking Crew,
Minnesota band.
Wrecking Crew, the Jets, the Boys, and somebody else, man. And the Boys was awesome. Okay, they was young, they was athletic, they doing flips and somersaults and shit. I can't follow this shit. Put me on first, okay? Don't put me behind them. Then the Jets, they was some big dudes. They was grown men, but the girls could dance their ass off. So you know, Wrecking Crew was very competitive when it came to other acts, but them two, because you got girls, the Jets had girls and guys, and they all could dance. Okay, there was like 7 of them, 67 of them. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. I've never heard of this group. Once again, Minnesota band.
They only had like think one song like "Crush on You" was a song, something like "Think of Crush on You,"
Okay.
and they danced their asses off. I mean, they danced. They was big. It was the guys were big, girls was cute. Then you got the boys doing all kind of somersaults and flips. They like being in the goddamn circus, and we got there doing our two step and shit. We was cool, but they just was hard to follow. Yeah,
Mm.
I didn't just like him personally. I just hated the fact that the little motherfuckers can do all that. We can't do that shit.
Oh, that's funny. Oh,
Yes,
Crush on
sir.
You. Is that the one you
Yeah.
found out?
Look,
I got
I
a
got a
crush
crush
on you.
on
Oh,
you. Yep.
okay. Okay, that's my
Yeah.
shit. I could fuck with
Yeah.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I never knew. Damn, that's crazy. Let's see here. What else do we have? Thank you guys once again so much for commenting, and we really, really appreciate it. You had about 6 hits for slow jams. The Boys Curry was one of their names. Never mind. Hold on. We'll move on. Peace and much respect, fellas. This was from last week from Cash Cam 7. Peace and much respect, fellas. Can you tell us more about KMG from Above the Law? We briefly talked about Above the Law.
Man, you know what? Above the Law, I knew 187. That was my dude. Okay. KMG, what one? I think it was KMG 187, and somebody else. I don't know. Huh?
Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
I know that was Laylaw's group. Laylaw had a lot to do with Above the Law. And one of the guys looked like Laylaw. Somebody corrected me, and you were right. Because it wasn't Laylaw, but it looked just like Laylaw, okay?
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was Laylaw's brother or some shit. I'm not sure. But didn't get too much into the group, man. They was cool cats. We always hung out. When they went to Ruthless, everybody in Ruthless kind of went our own separate ways, man. It was just a little different.
Yeah. Everybody was moving, I'm sure. Just trying to...
Everybody was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to establish something. Man, let's see here. Last thing I want to have your opinion on. We got about 10 more minutes. Cool. N.W.A. Youngboy, who's somebody we've talked about in the past. We've talked about how he slings dick around. He's currently serving some time in jail, and it's looking like he's going to be there behind bars for a long time. Ironically, he has the #1 selling rap album this week, Just Be Drake, this week just released. But N.W.A. Youngboy has had his 8th child by his 8th baby mama, all while currently locked up. Drop some grown-ass man enlightenment to top it off, and then let us know what you got coming up on Thursday. But I need your opinion on this, and these guys need to learn, man.
You know what, man? I was working on a documentary about child support. I've always taken care of my children. Never had a problem giving their mom their money. But when I did my public access show, I would hear horror stories about child support. Horror stories. And me and a buddy of mine were out in L.A. The spot to go to was on Hawaiian Street in Hermosa Beach. And we took a camera out there. I still got the footage. Took the camera out there. Guy came out. This dude, like he was wanting to blow his brains out. Okay? Bro, how you doing, man? My name is Lonzo. I'm doing a documentary on child support, and I see you just came out. Can you tell me what's going on? He said, man, I just got out of college. I got some kind of degree. I'm going to say an MBA, and I don't have a job yet. But they told me I have to pay $2,500 a month based on my potential. Okay? And he said the problem with that is I'm already paying $2,500 to somebody else, and I still don't have a job. That's $30,000 a year, folks. That's $30,000 a year in child support. Okay, that's $30,000. He got 2 babies by 2 different women. That's $60,000 a year. That's not that's not tax deductible. That's out your ass. You still got to pay taxes on it. Mama get all the tax breaks. All the tax breaks. You don't get no tax breaks. Okay. If you make $120,000 a year, you're getting taxed on $120,000, and you're only getting 90 minus the taxes. So if you're giving her 30, Uncle Sam gonna hit you for another 30% of 120, about 40, 35 to 40. So you're talking about 70 gone. 70 gone, and you got to give it to 2 girls. So you're looking at maybe 100 gone. Do the math, baby. It's 15% of your gross and 18% of your gross income. Not after taxes, not after deductions. Your gross, whatever your salary is 18% off the top. The top, okay? Then Uncle Sam takes all of that. Then he give you what's left over if it's anything. And the problem his was his baby mamas was in different states. So in California, if that was in California, they may have to split that $2,500. Okay, they may have to split that $2,500. But one was in one state, and the other was in another state, and they said, "I'll give a damn. This kid need $2,500, and this kid need $2,500, and your ass is gonna be in arrears until you find a job." Now he gonna have a problem finding a job because his credit's gonna be bad. Okay. Man. Now they talking about taking your driver's license, which means you can't go to work if you find a job.
Exactly, man.
So these are the kind of things that you're dealing with, and the problem that most artists have is when you making money, you ain't gonna listen to Lonzo, your daddy, your uncle, or nobody else, because you on top right now. You winning right now. 2,500. That ain't nothing but a couple of shows. That ain't nothing but a couple of streams. Trust me, this is sure as my head is bald. Your ass at some point in time, that shit gonna dry up like a dry ass river. Okay, that shit gonna dry up like a bounty picker upper. Okay, that shit it's gonna dry up for a minute because everything goes in waves. 1 minute your shit's hot, next minute your shit ain't. Okay, so you hot in 2020, you locked in jail, you got a hit record. God knows, you don't know if you got any restitution or anything like that. But in the meantime, when you come back out, your shit may not be hot no more. The style of music you was doing when you went in might not work no more. It happened to Mystical. When Mystical was hot, he went to jail. Come out, that shit wasn't hot no more. And I was a big fan of Mystical. I'm a big fan of Mystical. But when he went to jail for that case he caught, messing with that girl allegedly over his money, but he went to jail. So when he came out, the shit he was doing when he went in, it wasn't hot no more. They was doing some other kind of shit. Only cat I know that went to jail came out hot was Tupac. I know there's probably been others, but most cats, and he got out of jail on bond before he had a chance to really cool off. He was when Tupac died, he was on bond. In fact, one of my I got Violet Brown coming Thursday, but I got
get out of here. What? Oh, that's the one right there. That's the one I've been wanting to hear.
I got Violet Brown, and I got talked to Violet Brown. I got Violet Brown coming, and I got Layla Steinberg, Tupac's girl coming, ex-girl. So the next, and then I got Dre's son, Curtis coming. The next three Thursdays is gonna be hot as fish grease, boy.
Man, if you are not subscribed to N.W.A. Stories with Lonzo, you're slipping. Dude, check the catalog. Just type in Lonzo Williams interviews. See what pops up in the archives. This dude interviews some dope-ass people. 3 lined up for October. Dog, this is going to be an awesome month, man.
It was crazy. I was trying to get him last week on an emergency deal because I didn't have it going. One of my guys canceled on me. I called Violet. She said, Lonzo, I would love to, but they're doing the Long Beach Grand Prix. Too noisy out here. Okay. I called Layla. She said, Lonzo, I would love to. I'm taking my mama to the airport. Then I called Curtis. Man, I'm tied up. I'm on the way to so and so. So everybody just booked a week, but so now I'm booked up for the whole month for Thursdays, and I got some great people coming out, folks. So check it out. It's gonna be the shit. It's gonna be the shit. It's gonna be the shit.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Now, Anything else?
This is my new. I got my toy hooked up. I got my mixer, my switcher hooked up. This is something I'm doing in Atlanta.
Shout out to my boy Jeff Smith, Fathers in Hip Hop. I already see that logo right there.
Yeah, and they called me up last week, and they said they're gonna honor me at their event in Atlanta, and I'll be there, folks, hanging out with my people, and so that's something I'm looking forward to. And then also, I don't have the flyer right now, but I'm also being honored by the Santa Clarita NAACP, which is in November. So it's going, and then I'm supposed to be going to Africa, pick up another award in Africa in December. So it's getting interesting, man.
That's dope. That's dope.
It's
Keep it
getting
going, man.
interesting.
Keep it going. Keep it
It's
going.
getting
Just
interesting out here.
slow down a little bit. Slow down. I know you got a lot going on, but
Now
slow
you know what?
down, baby.
Since Sunday, man. Since Sunday, I've been in the studio. I rewired my whole studio.
No,
Okay.
fuck slowing down. Keep going. Keep going. Double time it. Just double time that
I
shit.
I rewired my whole studio. I got switchers. I got my podcast mixer. Theoretically, I can take phone calls from the audience now.
Let's
Theoretically,
set that up.
okay,
That's the next gig. That's the next one. Let's do that. Let's
okay.
set that up.
I was trying to set that up today, and everything is working, but for some reason I couldn't hear you talk. Me and my son tested out earlier today, and the phone call works, but I got to work with somebody on your end, like you on the other end, to make sure everything is working. So, um, that's my next get out. Like, man, if you saw
That's
my
dope.
desk right now, you say this nigga like he's in a mini CBS. I got all kind
I
of shit
love it.
over
I
here
love
jumping
that
off.
shit. I love that shit.
If you haven't downloaded the Homegrown Media app on Roku, man, check it out, folks. I'm starting to upload new content every day. Most of the content right now is stuff I did, man, 20 years ago on my public access show. But I got some new shows coming. I would definitely appreciate y'all's support because this is going to be the next platform. What I'm doing, so you'll know. On my Roku channel, one of my shows, I'll be playing videos from artists, and I'll give the artist a chance to talk to the audience. So it's gonna be like
Nice.
a video Soul Train meets Johnny Carson or Arsenio Hall for the black folks. Okay, so
Nice.
they may be in another country, another state, another country. I ain't tripping. But their video will be here with me, and you'll get a chance to meet people, and we're gonna introduce people to our audience, and that's why I launched this channel the way I'm doing it. It gives them a chance to meet a chance to meet the artists and have a chance to see if you like that person. Now the music might be okay, but you might like that person, or the music might be on the fence. But I like that dude. He all right, or he represents somebody I represent. So if you got any artists, please hit me up on Here Is My Music Lonzo, and that's how we're gonna start it off. But the Roku channel, I need you guys to check it out. We'll still be doing our YouTube channel, and at some point in time, we're gonna be going live from this right here straight to Roku. That's the next
Hell
technical
yeah, baby.
advancement.
Hell yeah.
We'll be rocking live right here from what we're doing right now, straight to Roku. All right. So, me and my technician, which is only me, making it happen.
Yeah.
That's what we do, folks. We out. We out.
Yeah, we did it, man. Always a pleasure, homeboy. Always a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to keeping this train going. I knew from day one that this was going to be a big thing, and I see big things in 2022, man. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. All right, folks, from the West Coast to the East Coast and everything in between, folks. You're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop, and my main man on the other side of town, my Gemini twin, the Dusty One, Dusty Vision. Much love to you, folks. Much love to you, Dusty.
Peace.
See y'all Thursday. All right, peace.